What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are locked in, right? We're back. NBA Saturday Eastern Conference Finals Game 3. That's right. Knicks and Cavs. Like right now, drop a, subscribe, drop a comment on the video and send it to somebody right now that you think could utilize this information. Real quick on the recap. The free play side has been on an absolute tear. You hear me? We are 6-0, so we swept the card last night, and we also swept the card the night before. So every single play that we put up went exactly as expected, that the tool and the data and the research basically found. So it all aligned, the numbers hit, the free members are cashing every single night, and we're on back-to-back sweeps. We're looking to keep it going. So the Knicks are up 2-0, a little bit about tonight, 9 straight playoff wins. They are absolutely hot. 8 of them by double digits. So the Cavs offense is completely broken down, right? Harden shot 6 of 15 in game 2, and Mobley went scoreless in the second half. I don't understand that, by the way. But anyway, the Cavs head home tonight in a must-win situation, and I have 3 plays that the data is just jumping out. It's jumping out, right? So the free members, check the link in the link is in the description, right? For my winnable. That way you get access as a free member or also as a paid VIP member. It gets you everything as far as my card the moment I drop it, sent to your phone or also sent to your email. So before we get into the card, guys, like I always do, I'm going to share a special offer with you guys. So if you're not telling these plays on Better yet, you're totally missing out. If you're a new user, if you don't have them, they have a $200 sign-up bonus just for being a new user. All you have to do to get that or unlock that is use my code +1. That's PLUS1 that you see here on the screen, okay? You download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store, whatever it is that you use my code. That gets you access to a $200 free sign-up. That's all you have to do. If you're already on Better, also Better has, higher payouts as well compared to a lot of the other parlay platforms. I know you guys like those parlays. So for the props that I'm going to drop here, tell them on Better. If you're already on Better, check out Novig. Novig by far has one of the best sign-up offers as well for new users. So they're offering a $50 bonus just for betting $5 as a new user on their platform right now. So that's a 10x multiple. You use my code +UNIT. That's PLUSUNIT. You see that here on the screen. If you send me a screenshot, I'll get you access to my VIP and winnable if you sign up with my code with Better or also with Novig, okay? So don't make it hard, guys. It's easy, totally simple to do. Don't do it backwards. Do it the right way. Take the free money, take the low-hanging fruit while it's there. With that being said, we're going to get into the first play on the card, and that's going to be Donovan Mitchell. We're going to fade him. We took this already, and it cashed for us, but we're going to do it again. Strike while the iron is hot. We're going to take the under on 8.5 rebounds and assists. As I had mentioned, we're going to keep running it back. Mitchell is averaging exactly 8.5 rebounds plus assists across the entire 2026 playoffs, right at the line. In game 1, he had 5 rebounds and 3 assists for 8 combined. In game 2, he had 26 points, but the Knicks locked down his playmaking and kept his rebound and assist totals at minimal, very minimal again. So in a desperate game 3, Mitchell was going all out, trying to score from the tip. He's not distributing. I think he's going to be putting the team more so on his back, trying to play hero ball. The Knicks, they had 32 assists in game 2 versus just 15 for Cleveland. But that tells you everything about how New York is forcing Cleveland into isolation basketball. Mitchell scores, but he does not really create as much, I think Brunson has the leg up on assist over Mitchell. I mean, team chemistry over there in Cleveland is kind of shot right now. So I think his assists kind of are drying up, and then his offensive effort or defensive effort on the other side is kind of lackluster in my opinion also. So with that being said, we're going to dive into the numbers with my favorite tool, outlier.bet. If you look at the past 5 games, if you faded them, like the last game, we faded them and we cashed, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets, 4 out of 5. And then the head-to-head matchup, which I like to look at a lot, over the past 8 matchups against the New York Knicks, he has, if you faded him over 8 matchups, you would have cashed 5 of those 8 matchups for a 63% probability. And primarily the last 2 matchups, if you faded him, you would have cashed. Okay, so that's a 2-game streak with him going below that total on rebounds and assists. So lock that in. The second pick on the card, we're going to go to the other team, the opposing team. We're going to go with Cat Towns. We faded this. We faded him also before on this same stat line. 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Actually, I got it at 34 last time, but that's still cashed, of course, right? Because I think he got right at 33. But here's why I like it. Obviously, with the information I just shared with you. But in game 1, he finished with 13 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. 31 combined. Game 2, despite going up against, Cleveland's physical front court, he just managed 18 points, so his combined points, rebounds, and assists was well under 33.5. So that's 2 straight games under this number, and now he's heading into Cleveland on the road in an environment where Evan Mobley is going to be fired up at home. He balled out in the first half, but the Cavs, they totally messed up not going back to him in the second half. That's the reason why they lost, I think. So Evan Mobley went scoreless, as I had talked about, in the second half in game 2. So he's going to come out with something to prove defensively and offensively. When Mobley is aggressive, it limits Cat's touches and creates more contested possessions, so Cat could get into foul trouble. Towns has not been able to generate his normal flow in this series, so 33.5 and over 33.5 points, rebounds, and assists requires like a near career best type of night, I think. So, and he's going against one of the best defensive big men in the league in Evan Mobley. And also you got Jared Allen over there to help out from time to time. So we're going to dive into the numbers really quick for Cat Towns, or Cat, better known as Karl Anthony Towns, over the past 5 games. If you faded him on the points, rebounds, and assists, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets, 4 out of 5. As I had just talked about, we just faded him last time and it cashed for us over the past. Well, we're not going to look at that. We're just going to dive into the head-to-head matchup. And look at this. I mean, this is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 games that Cat Towns has played against, or I'm calling him Cat Towns, it's Karl Anthony Towns. The last 4 games against the Cleveland Cavs, he's gone under the number. Not severely, but he's kind of right at that 33.5 number. But 5 games, he's on a 5-game streak of going under. I'm taking that all day. That's very strong to me. Very strong trend. So lock that in as the second pick. The third and final pick, we're going to go with Max Strus. We're going to fade Max Strus on points, rebounds, and assists. The reason why I like this one is it's about role and opportunity with the Max Strus. He's an X factor, but Cleveland has started Dean Wade over Max Strus. They did that in game 2, a clear coaching decision to go more physical and defensive against the Knicks. So if Wade gets the nod again in game 3, Strus is coming off the bench and his minutes drop kind of significantly, right? So Strus averages 10.5 points, 5.1 rebounds as a starter, a full contributor. But in a bench role, those numbers fall to 8 to 10 combined on a good night. So in a desperate home game where Cleveland needs every defensive possession, I think Wade is going to keep the starting spot, and Strus is going to be limited in his impact. So his floor as a backup in this matchup is right around 8 to 12 combined points, rebounds, and assists. So that's why I like it. We're also going to look at the numbers like we always do over the past 5 games. It's at 80%. So if you faded him on points, rebounds, and assists, you would have cashed 80% of your tickets. He had that huge outlier performance against the Detroit Pistons. I believe that was game 5. Yeah, that was game 5 against Detroit. He had that huge outlier performance, but aside from that, he's been pretty mediocre. His average is 16. The median is 14. But like I said, that average is being pushed up by that massive outlier performance for that game 5 against the Pistons, so last series. But We're going to dive into the head-to-head matchup. Again, it's 4 out of 5 out of the 5 games. The past 5 games he's faced the Knicks. He had an outlier performance that looks like last year, but he's only played the Knicks twice this year, and that, of course, was, game 1 and 2. And he's right at 11, and also 12 points, rebounds, and assists. Like 3 and 4 rebounds or assists or points under that number. Let's check out his minutes really quick. So he played in about 25 minutes. So he's averaging about 25 minutes. So I don't see why he's going to go over unless they go into overtime or something like that. But like I said, I see Dean Wade probably getting the start. Just to add more on the defensive side of the ball to kind of contain the Knicks, because, they absolutely went off. Jalen Brunson had 14 assists, and their role players definitely stepped up, with Josh Hart included. Oh, my God. So, anyway, those are going to be the 3 official plays, guys. Don't forget to check out Better. Use my code +1. That's a $200 sign-up bonus, PLUS1. Don't forget to use Novig. If you're already on Better, use my code +UNIT, PLUSUNIT, and that'll unlock it. Guys, let me know down below in the comments what you like versus what you didn't like, what you're going to tell versus what you're going to fade. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully we go for another 3-0 sweep for tonight, for a back-to-back-to-back sweep. And I'll talk to you guys later.